Assalamu alaikum. Hello, my dear student. Welcome to all of you in our online classroom arranged by Samsul Haqqani School and College English version. I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Here is your science teacher, Muhammad Imtiaz Ahmed. Well, today in this class, we are going to talk about the new chapter, the chapter number 5, and the name of this chapter is Soil. I hope you are very eager to learn something about the soil. So before starting, please take your textbook and a colorful pen so that we will mark some important lines from the chapter. So please open your textbook, chapter number 5, page number 30. Well, whenever I will show you a single page, you will see some important lines are marked or underlined with a red color mark. So you must pause this video and mark those lines because those lines are very important for your MCQ, for your fill in the blanks and other short questions as well. So remember this, you must underline those important lines. So let's go and start our today's topic. First of all, I am going to read the topic, then I will discuss in detail. Soil. We live on land. Trees grow on land. Cows, goats, hens and ducks are also live on land. The loose material covering the earth's surface is called soil. While in this two line, you can see that as a human being, we live on land, and also other animals lives on the land. And we have seen the definition says that the loose top part of the earth's surface, which is known as the soil. So whenever we will ask you what is soil all about, you will answer from this line. Now the components of soil. We'll find out actually how the soil is made of. To know this, we will do a kind of activity. If you can see in your textbook, there is an activity. So before talking about this, try to prepare some soil. Take some soil and a glass and some water. So what to do? Draw a picture of a glass like the one shown below in your exercise book. Go out of the classroom and collect soil. Put some soil into a glass cup and then pour water into it. Observe what is happening in the glass and record their findings. Stir it well and wait a few minutes. Observe inside the glass and sketch your findings in the picture of the glass. Well, what will we see whenever we mix some water with the soil into the glass? We will see that the heavy part of the soil will go down to the glass and the light part will be on the top part of the glass. That means the soil which is mixed with the water, the heavy part will be down of this glass and the light part will be top of the glass. So let's see what kind of thing is mixed with the soil. In summary, they say when we pour water into the soil, bubbles come out. We also find various components of soil in the glass. Soil consists of rocks, particles of sand, silt and clay, remains of dead plants and animals, water, air, etc. Here you can find out how many components are mixed with the soil. If you look into the picture, you can see that the heavy part among all is the sand, and it lies just the bottom part of the glass. Then we can see some kind of silt, then the clay, then the water, and the top part is the dead remains of plants and animals. So we have found out that the soil consists of it consists of rocks, sometimes particle of sand, silt, clay, and the remain part of the dead plants or animals. Also there are water and air. Let's go to page 31. Here also you can see that a line is marked with the red color, so please try try to draw this line with in your textbook as well. Then I'm going to talk about detail of this page. Types of soil. The soil is classified into three groups. One is known as clay soil, another is sandy soil, and the last is loamy soil. So if you can see that the soil is divided into three parts, let us see actually why they are divided into three parts. Because of their characteristics, we will see their differences. So there is another activity. You can see that a sample of soil is taken here, and we will try to find out their characteristics. Like that, we need to make a table, and the left box of the table shows the property of that sample. That means whenever we will talk about the sample A, we will find out its color and how it feels and the size of the particles and any other property if available. Then we also test like this sample B and C as well. Well, what we'll see, we will see their variety in the next page. So please open the next page and we will see what kind of variety actually there is. In page 32, it says that soil can be classified by its color, size of particles, and the substance it contains. The three main types of soil are clay soil, sandy soil, and loamy soil. That means the first para says that actually, as we have seen, that soil is divided into three parts. It based on different kind of characteristics, like it is different in color, the size of the particles may be different, and the substance that are mixed with this soil may be different. So let's see how many kinds of them are and their characteristics. We will try to find out their characteristics. As you can see that here is also some lines are underlined with the red color. Please try to mark them because all of them are very important for you. So mark them first, then I'm going to talk about in detail about these things. Well, first of all, here it says about the clay soil. As you can see that in our textbook the pictures are not clear. That's why I'm going to show you a big picture and I'm going to talk about you in details from that picture. The clay soil is often reddish in color. It's sticky when wet but smooth when dry. Clay soil has the smallest particles among the three soils. So what we have seen about the clay soil. In the big picture you can see that the color of clay soil is quite reddish and it is sticky when wet. That means whenever we mixed with this kind of clay soil, we will feel that the soil is like bit of sticky, like a glue, but it is smooth when it is dry. Sometimes it's quite hard as well, but it's quite smooth whenever you push a clay soil. Clay soil has the smallest particles among the three soil. That means we will see that their particles will be different from the other two as well whenever we will check them. And next we have sandy soil. The sandy soil says the color of the sandy soil is often pale brown or light gray. The size of the particles of sandy soil is larger than the clay soil as well as the loamy soil. It's dry and it feels gritty. That means we can see here that sandy soil, the color of the sandy soil is sometimes pale brown and sometimes light gray. And we have seen that in previous part that clay soil, the size of the particle of clay soil is very small, but here we can see that the sandy soil's particles are biggest or larger than any other soil. So, and then we can see that the sandy soil is dry and feels gritty. So these are all the characteristics of sandy soil. The next we can see that it's loamy soil. Loamy soil is dark in color. It feels coarse, soft, and dry. Loamy soil contains various sizes of particles. Loamy soil is composed of a mixture of sand, clay, and humus. Decayed remains of plants and animals form humus. Here we have seen that the color of loamy soil is a bit of dark, and how it feels coarse, soft, and dry. Well, we can see that the size of the particles of loamy soil is different, not a same shape like the sandy soil or the clay soil. They are different in size, and we can see that loamy soil is composed with variety of items like sand, clay, and humus. So let us know what is humus is all about. In your textbook, it says the decayed remains of plants and animals form humus. That means whenever we throw some kind of plants or animals into the soil, after some days we can see that that plants or that animal mixed with the soil, and it creates some new things which is known as the humus. So these were all for today's discussion. I hope you have understand them well. So if you don't understand them, let me show you what we have learned from here. First of all, in our first page of this topic, we have learned what is soil. That means the definition of soil. We have seen that the loose covering of Earth's surface is known as the soil. That means if you look the top part of this Earth's surface, which is bit of soft and you can move it easily, this is known as the soil. And then we have seen what components soil consists of. In the activity, we have seen that whenever we put some soil into the glass and pour some water on it and stir it with some spoon or something else, after a while we will see that the heavy part of that soil will go down of this glass, and the light part of the soil will be at the top of the glass. This is how we found that the soil is mixed with rocks, sand particles, silt, clay, humus, and remaining parts of animals, and water and air also. So these were the components soil mixed with. Then we have learned the classification of soil. That means how many parts of soil there in this earth. According to their characteristics, we have found that soil are divided into three parts. One is clay soil, another is sandy soil, the last one is the loamy soil. Well, why we have divided them? If you look their characteristics, we can see that why they are different. Suppose whenever we go to the characteristics of clay soil, we can see that it's colorish reddish. It's bit of sticky when it is wet and is smooth when it is dry. And we have seen that the particle size of this clay soil is the smallest among the three. Then we have found out the characteristics of sandy soil. Here also you can see that its color is not mixed with the others. It is pale brown or gray. And if you try to feel that, you can see that it is dry and gritty. And whenever we talk about the particle size, it is the biggest among the three. Then we have learned about the characteristics of loamy soil. Whenever we see in the loamy soil, we see that it's dark in color. And when we try to find out the feelings of that soil, we have seen that it's coarse, soft, and dry. And whenever we try to find out the particle size, we have seen that it is mixed. That means some particle is bigger and some particles are smaller. And also we have seen that it is mixed with the sand or silt and humus as well. So these all are the important parts of this chapter, or those pages that we have discussed today. So it is my suggestion to all of you, try to underline those important lines and try to memorize them, try to understand all the parts. If you don't understand, try to rewind this video once again and try to find out what kind of question it can be from inside that part. So that's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed the class. And one more thing, you need to ensure that you have to stay at home and stay safe. And if you have any kind of queries regarding this class, you are feel free to contact us below. Thank you very much.